Hey everyone, welcome back to another video here. So I managed to get an Xbox Series X, and I also got an Elgato 4K game capture thing, but never mind that. That's stuff for the main channel there. This is the second channel where the good stuff is. So I bought some Doujins, and they arrived, so I figured I'd talk about that. So this is like a haul video. Well, it's like four things, so does that count as a haul? Well, I think so. Basically, I bought four Doujins that are Strike Witches themed. I got them from Doujin Republic, which is a place I like to buy that sort of thing. They're really quite good, actually. So if you want to, if you're looking for something, they've got a lot of stuff. Free shipping. I'm in Canada, and it was free shipping to Canada. They're actually part of a thing. It's not just Doujin Republic. It's also Otaku Republic and things like that. They have like different site names. Guess what Doujin Republic's about? Now, I should say not all Doujins are, 18 plus, but these all are, so that's good. Prepare to see that sort of thing when you go to the website. But you can also look for, non 18 plus stuff because some Doujins aren't. Like, for example, the semi official Doujinshi from Strike Witches. Those are I think they are technically canon, but they were like published independently. And a lot of them are, or some of them are English. I have those, and yeah, that's not hentai. But anyways, this is, how people are just like, oh no, it's not all hentai when they're trying to describe what doujins are. But yeah, that's what this is. Let's face it. If you buy this sort of thing, it's gonna be like stuff like this, right? I'm gonna do a review actually of Doujin Republic, like as a as a video on this channel about how good the experience is. But basically, because of the whole coronavirus thing, they couldn't just send out packages normally. I bought some Neptunia stuff last year, and now this Strike Witches stuff this year. And both times they actually sent me an email with a picture, and they're like, "Hey, we've got all your stuff. We can't send it out right away, just so you know." So customer service is good, and the stuff they include is cool too. Like the first two orders will have like little letters that say, "Hey, thank you for buying from us." The second time will be like, "Hey, you bought again. Yay." And then they always throw stuff in like here for example, I have some Strike Witches stuff. So they gave me like this pin thing from, the gag manga and gag anime from Strike Witches. It's this one's of Lynette. But they always include like little stuff like that, and I think that's pretty cool. They can also find stuff for you if you can't find it. So if it's out of stock or they don't have anything, you can be like, "Hey, I'm looking for this," and then they'll get back to you. There's, by the way, a whole culture about, like in Japan. If you ever watch Japanology, it's an NHK show hosted by Peter Barakan, who is a pretty cool dude. If you know, you'll probably agree. If you know that show. And there was one about used books, and they have this whole like huge industry of selling used books in good condition or any kind of condition. It's actually pretty crazy how good that all works. So that's probably why the service works so well. You've got people sourcing, all these very specific doujins, and I guess it works because there's already an established I want to say culture for this sort of thing when it comes to books. By the way, if you're a car guy or car girl, and you know Up Garage, then that's basically how you can think of how books are in Japan. There's like Book Off, Hard Off. Yeah, Hard Off is a pretty funny name. But like used clothing, and it's all like super organized and super clean, with hardware, books, games or whatever. So anyways, that's a cool separate topic there. There was actually a method to what I selected there. I've bought a bunch of Strike Witches doujins before. Well, it's not just a bunch, it's technically just two. And I just based them on the cover, kind of how I bought the Saki manga. I'm just like, oh, this cover looks good. It definitely wasn't like super faithful to the story. So basically what I wanted to do with this purchase was to get some that are closer to what the story is like. Except that one, which there's one that's more like funny, believe it or not. But yeah, that one that I bought earlier there, that You know, it's just basically all like, I don't quite remember what it's about anymore. Some magic happened, and then all the male, staff, mechanics and stuff, they, and then, gangbang happened, I guess. So that's not very true to the sentiment of the show, I guess. It would be more Yuri. So I guess that's what I was going for when I was buying, the manga there. There's like some humor in it though, so I do like that. What was the other one again? That was a Brave Witches one. Yeah, it's about the Karibuchi sisters there. Yeah, so those were bought without any research. Not that I regret buying them. Though they just kind of, throw away, what the characters would more realistically do. I'll show you just what I ordered here. I have to be careful, of course. By the way, I'll give you all, the sources, the N hentai sources there. So, with the numbers. So just type that in if you want to read it yourself. This is in no particular order. I think this is just how they, showed up in the envelope. This is the order they were in. This one's called Greatest with an exclamation mark. The ID number is 175601 if you're interested. This is from Comiket Comiket 82. Let me just check real quick what that corresponds to. On Wikipedia, you can see that. So that was Summer Comiket 2012. Right. 10th to the 12th of August. A bit of a weird cover, actually. Hold on, let me look at the footage so I can see myself here. It has like a matte finish. I should say also from Doujin Republic, it's always like good quality. It always says use excellent. There's like, this has a matte cover, so there's like some weird marks on it, which is okay. But sometimes you can't even differentiate it from a brand new copy, but it's still pretty good. Cover is a bit weird though. It's like, I don't know, it's weirdly arranged. One page it's like her face in a weird direction, but then at the end, it's like just the lower part of her and like a very excited Miyafuji in the background, which is pretty funny. I think the art's pretty good. It's like a more detailed version, less cutesy or less, slightly less moe version of the, the regular art, I guess. Basically here, what happens is that Shizuka, she was introduced in the movie. She really looks up to the main character of Strike Witches, which is Yoshika. The one who's back there on the cover. She does the laundry and apparently gets a little bit overexcited when when she handles the swimsuit bit thing that Yoshika always wears. So yeah, there's a sequence of, with things happening there. There's also like a funny bit at the end where she thinks that she'll be better or something if, I don't know, somehow she puts it into her mind that being groped by her is a good thing in terms of, I don't remember, like being like, good in battle or something when she's flying and all that. Yeah, it's just like a little gag bit just because of Yoshika's inclination to be grabby when it comes to the boobies. The artist is actually as special or AS special. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. The group/circle is real, and those are some names you're going to be seeing down the line, by the way. The second one is called The Only Lonely Sonianist, which is, I don't know, that's kind of a funny, I don't know, just a weird sentence, I guess. 185192 is the number of goodness. Comiket 88, which is, let's see, Summer Comiket 2015. Okay, so that one's a bit more recent. March 28th, August 14th to 16th. The artist is Highway 61. Both the artist and group, I guess. Not really sure. So this is like a Sanya, Ayla, Yuri thing. I thought, it seemed... actually, both the one before that as well as this one does seem fitting to the actual, how the characters could act if we explored this part of their lives, or if the show explored this part of their lives. This one matches the original art actually quite well. This person doesn't have a lot of stuff in their portfolio when it comes to like, doujins and things, but there seems to be a common theme when it comes to, you know, the kind of things that the artist likes there, which seems to be the back end of things. The front and back covers are a bit, hey, how's it going? But, you know, I mean, it certainly grabs your attention. This one has a shiny cover. Okay, which one's next? Okay, this one's a bit older. Okay, let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. It's Witch Kuchu-san Kaiten plus paper. I don't know what that means, but that's the name. 50843 is the ID number there. Comiket 78. So that's 13th to 15th of August 2010. So yeah, decade old. This thing is a 10-year-old like thing. That's kind of funny to think about. This is the oldest. No, I've got older stuff. This one's quite cool because it's all cover, and it's also all totally not. I don't know. It's perhaps too sophisticated on the inside to be shown here. This one's just pretty funny, I think. It's drawn by geez, Ume Kato and Aneko no Teko. Teko or Techno? I can't remember. I wrote Teko anyways. Oh, yeah, it is. Teko, okay. That's the group / circle. This one's quite hardcore, I guess, compared to the other ones. It just involves a lot of the characters. Basically, they're like, hey, this is how you refuel magic in the air. So basically, it's just a strap-on, and yeah, and they're like training. And it's funny because they're like, you know, while they're flying, and then at like one point, Lucchini just flies out of nowhere and is like, here I am, and then there's like a flying maneuver that Hartman does and stuff. I don't know. I think it's pretty funny. The art style is not like super accurate or anything, but it's all in color on the inside, so that's quite the novelty. I also like the cover, the front and back cover with Lucchini stealing, actually both Hartman and Lucchini stealing some important clothing bits there from Lynette and Yoshika having a crisis of the good kind. Also, the inside back cover has like a Strike Witch's version of Azusa from K-On! And like, you know, it's just worth it for that. This Doujin. So her weapon apparently is her Fender Mustang. I like that her little like that charm thing that she has on her bag is like the logo there. Not sure what her striker unit is supposed to be. It actually looks like a Nuroi, so she's one of the bad guys. But yeah, it's Azusa being improved by having no pants, so, or skirt or whatever. So yeah, a good thing. Of course she's a cat, because it's Azunyan. This artist actually did something else, I think from the prior Comiket, or at the same one. What's it called? I have it up here. Yeah, from a prior one. It's called, I think it's supposed to be Oppai of Britain, but it says Oppa of Britain, which is pretty funny. Don't know what the story is on this one. It's one of the more popular ones, I think. I'll give you the number. 23410. Hold on, I'm just looking at it here. I think this is where somebody just suddenly grows a dong. Because, you know, why wouldn't that happen? This one's actually pretty funny as well now that I'm looking through it. What the heck? It's a fish. And it turns into a dong? How does that work? Okay. Well, I haven't read through it, so I'm sure the lore is very, very believable. My god, what's going on? I don't think I've ever seen a fish turn into a penis before. So yeah, pretty amazing. Anyways, that's not the one I have. And the last one's called, it's a German word, Schwester, which means sister. This is a Hartmann and Trude, like, you know, Yuri thing. You know, it's like, you know, somewhat realistic with how the characters are. You know, that's the whole sister thing that, you know, that she feels guilty about, you know, what happened to her. Feels like she couldn't protect her, I guess. You know, stuff like that. But it's Yuri with Erika, so yay. Comic had 75. The art might look familiar because As Special or AS Special has done the art, but it's actually a collaboration between two circles. Hetal Arts, or however you pronounce that, and Real, or the circles there, and the artist is AS Special and Blackheart. So, yeah, we get 75, so that coincides with 2008, 2008, 75. Oh, this time it's Winter Comic Cat, 28 to the 30th of December, 2008. It does say 2008 on the cover too, so, you know, there's some evidence of a time period there. I'm not sure how the art duties were shared, but it does look similar to the other one with Shizuka, I guess. You know, slightly more realistic look, you know, take on the art style. It looks a bit old school, which I think is cool. But then Strike Witch is kind of old school. Like if you look at the first season, it has some old school things about it. Also, the opening theme song is like super old school in the first season. But anyways, yeah, this one's not color on the inside there. But yeah, there you go. I'm actually going to be ordering some other Doujins as well. Some of it is Strike Witches again, but I'm going to, you know, I haven't decided yet, but I might go for, or I will also get stuff from other series that I don't have anything yet. But yeah, that's that. I hope you thought that was interesting. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the provided reference / source links. I'll see you again in the next video.